Nottingham Forest's illustrious past, rich histories and enduring legacies continue to shape the club and its devoted supporters. The Brian Clough era is legendary, and those that lived it, like John McGovern, have captivating untold stories that unveil the fascinating dynamics behind those celebrated triumphs.
Corners, and secondly, you're one of the best in the club. Get in there.
Yeah, the relationship between Brian Clough and Peter Taylor is that Peter Taylor brought in all the players. In the days when I was at Hartlepool, in the days when I was at Derby County, certainly in the days at Forest, before they were kind of growing apart, right at the end of their careers as a duo. I call them a duo because they gave equally everything they got to the football club. Peter Taylor in modern day football would be called the recruitment manager because he signed all the players. I knew that for a fact because in one of my last years at Nottingham Forest, I was on the bench and we were watching a match and we'd signed a player from Zurich Grasshoppers, unfortunately, to take my place, and his name was Raimondo Ponte. And I'm sub because I've been left out. Raimondo's playing, and halfway through the match, Brian Clough, and Raimondo, by the way, wasn't having a great game. And Brian Clough turned to me, and he said, McGovern, you know what's wrong with Ponte, don't you? And I said, well, no, boss, but I'm sure you'll inform me, And he said, I bloody signed him, that's what's wrong with him. So that's an insight into, he was actually responsible for bringing a player into the club that he thought was better than myself, obviously. We turned up an hour before kick-off, got changed, went out, did a warm-up, came back in, and then the manager would stroll into the dressing room at about 10 to 3, say for a 3 o'clock kick-off. And whoever was substitute, he'd say, go and get Peter and I a whiskey and a cigar. So whoever was substituting, it's quite funny really because, you've just come there to play a match. And so somebody's telling you, go and get 2 whiskies, 2 cigars. Where do you go? From the dressing room. So that was the first test for whoever was sub. So anyway, they'd bring the cigars back. Clough and Taylor would light up. And if you walked past them, they'd blow cigar smoke in your face. And they were quite good at doing it. And especially because I remember Larry Lloyd, because he hated cigar smoke. So, of course, they would ambush him, and they'd both stand and blow smoke in his face, you know what I mean? So, and then at 5 minutes before kick-off, he'd say to me, Skipper, come on, 5 to 3, get the lads out. And that was it. And everybody's thinking he's going around with his fist clenched going, I want you to do this, I want you to do... No, just blow smoke in your face. Because he knows if you run out in front of a crowd of, nearly 30,000 people out there, that's enough motivation. So you might as well be totally relaxed as you go out there. And it was always relaxed in the dressing room. So there wasn't any real, tension or fist pumping or, trying to motivate players to do things they can't do. It was just a nice, relaxed atmosphere.
I couldn't compromise to save my life. Nick, I'm not sure about your questions, but there's only one way to play football. That's on grass.
Nottingham Forest stands as a testament to unwavering passion and community spirit, an institution that honours its heritage, while consistently inspiring both fans and players. The heartbeat of a city that lives and breathes football